The FBI's most wanted rapper. Rappers who could have easily prevented their downfall. What are you guys thinking? Let me know in the chat. Give your answers. Downfall? First answer, you decided.
A successful rap career is
Oh god, Trick CC, and it's 20 minutes? Alright, fuck it. We'll give him a chance. This guy has me blocked. I'm never gonna let that go, okay? I'm never gonna let that go. No, I don't really care. I'm gonna stop mentioning it in like a few years. I'll stop mentioning it in a few years.
A successful rap career is extremely hard to obtain, yet very easy to destroy. One mistake, one bad album, one tweet could start a ripple effect.
I mean, I feel like 6ix9ine was nothing but mistakes. Like, he made a lot of mistakes, like before he even got famous. But I feel like his whole career was built off mistakes for the most part.
That leads a rapper to fade into
So that could kind of help in some ways.
irrelevance. Today we are going to look at the stories of rappers whose careers dwindled for reasons they likely could have prevented, starting with Superstar Pride.
Bro, dude, that's crazy. This dude shot a lady. This dude shot a lady. I mean, I still think that one 6ix9ine song is really hard. The Gummo or whatever. Gummo was hard. Hate him as a person, hate pretty much all his music, but Gummo was fire. Gummo was insane.
Superstar Pride, a rapper who had the fastest and most ironic rise and fall of all time. Many of you heard Superstar Pride briefly in 2023 when his song Painting Pictures went viral. However, it wasn't necessarily
Remember that guy at all?
viral for the song, but rather his obscure mullet-style haircut.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. 6ix9ine only had a career due to his shenanigans, though.
The crazy part about this track is that it was originally uploaded in 2020 and went unnoticed.
And mama, don't worry, you raised the
Then 2 years later, when he uploaded the live mic performance video to Painting Pictures, it also fell on deaf ears. It wasn't until 5 months after the
These videos are always funny to me with like the hanging down mic like that. Like, and especially when it's like somewhere where it shouldn't be. Like he's like at the fucking courts and there's just randomly like a mic. I don't know. Why test for that? I don't fucking know. That's the thing too. I don't get it. Maybe they're trying to like give you the perception of like, yo, how did this get here? You know? Or let the barbershop half finished.
video dropped, February of 2023, that Pride casually created a TikTok, posted the music video snippet, and it blew up. The first clip he posted got 10 million views. The second one did over 40 million views.
You think it was mostly, oh dude, it's just a haircut, dude. I'm telling you, you just got to put something in the video that you know people are going to talk about. Boom. Easy success.
Bro got the Sonic haircut. Bro looked like he got screamed at. Bro's hair
Bro looked like he got screamed at. Dude, that is so funny. Wait, bro looked like he got screamed at. His hair just blown back. Oh shit. Wait. Oh, that's fucking funny, dude. Wait, let me go back to where bro looked like he got screamed at.
song, just his hair. Then a viral trend emerged of people imitating his video with something ridiculous taped to the back of their head. Which could not be outdone
awesome.
when someone managed to get an entire
You should just shave the left side of your beard. Huh. You know, that's not a bad idea. Just do something really fucking weird. Like something that'll get people talking. Eyebrows. True. Okay, though there's a good chance I might hit 50K, bro. Because like these recent videos been doing some numbers. Yeah, I only need 4,500 more. 4,500 more in the next 26 days. It could be done. Do it and don't say nothing equals 1 million comments. I gotta do it and then record a song. I gotta do it and record a music video. And then post it on TikTok. And then don't say anything about it. Shave the chest hair. You're becoming normie now. How am I becoming normie? What? How am I becoming normie? I will fight you, sir, in the chat. I will fight you. I will find your location. Stay where you are. Don't move. Freeze.
airplane strapped to their head. The opening line, "Mama Don't Worry," was also getting stuck in people's heads, which led to the song amassing 160 million streams on
Holy shit, dude. That's crazy. Put eyebrows on a hanging mic.
Spotify and over 30 million on YouTube. Painting Pictures shot up to number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100, and every major label got into a bidding war trying to sign him, but he sided with Steve Stout and his independent structured music label, United Masters.
And he wanted like $5 million from a label. And when they didn't give him $5 million, they were offering him $3 million. He's like, if it ain't 5, I'm not signing it.
Bro, you know what it is? Like, I think a lot of these people that blow up really quickly like that, they kind of get ahead of themselves and they think they are deserved a lot more than they're worth. Because, like, I feel like that guy getting $3 million for what he had done to this point, I don't know, that doesn't sound that bad to me. I don't know. He thinks he deserved 5 though? Like, why 5 specifically?
I'm like, what?
Pride let his ego get the best of him, refusing $3 million for wanting $5 million. 3 weeks after refusing the record deal, he was arrested for murder.
What the fuck, dude? Are you... What?
Mississippi rapper is charged with
Are you... What the fuck? Okay, this guy's insane, dude. He turned down $3 million and then just murdered someone.
in Panola
I don't want 5 mil. I'm busy killing people. Seriously.
County. 20-year-old Kadarius Pride, known as Superstar Pride.
The victim, Marcus Wheatley, was Pride's barber.
Oh my God. Shut the fuck up. Dude, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. No way. That's crazy. Dude, the jokes write themselves, man. The jokes literally write themselves. You're telling me, wait, hold on. Superstar Pride. You're telling me this guy shot his barber? He turned down $3 million and then shot his barber. That's crazy, dude. Did he just like not know that his hair looked like that or something? And then he just figured it out at some point? Labels dodged a bullet. Yeah, the other guy didn't dodge a bullet though. All right.
Wheatley responsible for his signature hairstyle. Wheatley's grandmother said Pride stormed into their house and gunned him down in the backyard. Currently, Pride is being held without bond and doesn't.
Bro, I just don't understand. What is the motivation of this? What is it? Like, did he just finally get one too many comments about the hair and then just, you know what? It's time.
Have a trial set. Nobody knows what happened or why it happened.
We know why it happened. It was 100% the haircut. It was like haircut in the comments, I think. He just got one comment. Finally, he was like, this is too far.
But a rapper going viral for his ridiculous haircut in February, then allegedly...
Now you got Patrick CC clowning him about his haircut. Dude, this guy... Oh, man. I almost feel bad for this guy.
murdering his barber a few months later after denying $3 million is the most insane self-sabotage I have ever
seen. Ooh, mustache. Looks like a trucker.
And if you thought Pride's story was a poetically ironic form of self-sabotage, meet Chance the Rapper, who once famously said, "I met Kanye West, I am never going to fail." But
well, okay, at first I would be like, why is Chance the Rapper on this list? But I mean, we already know where this is going. It's the Wife album. The Wife album, man. It's the Wife album.
Still managed to fail. Chance the Rapper's 2013 mixtape, Acid Rap, was universally praised by hip-hop fans. His raspy voice and sprinkle of soul combined with his youthful, positive energy made this project a masterpiece. Tracks like Cocoa Butter Kisses and Favorite Song have aged like fine wine. But Chance was in no rush to capitalize on his buzz. He worked on his next mixtape for 3 years. He had the whole city of Chicago rooting for him and garnered support from the biggest artists in the world, including Kanye West, who featured Chance on his 2016 album, The Life of Pablo. Chance's part on Ultralight Beam is one of the biggest highlights of the project. Coloring Book was his 2016 mixtape that served as the perfect follow-up to Acid Rap. Chance's cadence, soulful lyrics, and euphoric beat selection was unlike anyone else in hip-hop at the time, especially on tracks No Problem and All We Got. He earned a Grammy for Best New Artist, and some people even believed he could give Drake a run for his money, but then he blew it. And I'm gonna blow.
I don't know about that. I mean, not that Drake is amazing or anything, but Drake is like, Drake's worst stuff, it's not that bad.
You away when you hear about today's sponsor. Lately, I've been obsessed with fantasy sports, and that's where today's sponsor comes in, Underdog Fantasy. Damn. Underdog is the easiest way to play fantasy.
I'm sorry, man. Don't got time for this. Don't want to have time for that, really.
More interesting for me. So rep your team and make your picks with Underdog. Starting with a track called Groceries, a corny TikTok song that was heavily marketed on Triller to capitalize on the whoa dance craze. The song went viral, but when fans criticized it on Twitter, his responses
would one of the least
would put a nasty stain on his reputation. People have different tastes, and
the thing is, like, the whole like forcing the dance marketing thing, for somebody like him, it's not a good look.
Fine, but the way you're talking to fans who have been with you since 10 days, that ego reflects on the quality of your newest music. Eat it. You are a spoiled child who thinks artists are making music for you. I never intended for you to find or like anything I made. If I knew you existed, I would have tried my hardest to keep you from being able to enjoy it. Now go eat a dick again. Then Chance over and over again told the fan to eat a dick.
Well, that's actually kind of funny though. It gets funnier the more it's like the first time it's like, oh come on, you're a little sensitive, and then like the second time it's like, well, and then the third time it's like, okay, this is getting funny now. This is getting funny.
Interaction was a far cry from the positive and wholesome Chance the Rapper fans loved. Then he dropped his debut album, The Big Day, on July 26, 2019. The Big Day was a reference to his wedding day, which he was planning during the creation of this album. Chance mentions his wife and
just corny, man. It's just corny. Eat a fourth dick. You done yet? You done with that one? I got one more for you.
Family over 20 times on the record, which became a huge meme. And while his intentions were pure, the album simply was not good.
I am genuinely feeling like a strong 0 on this record.
Fans hated the project as well, and were quick to let him know. On Twitter, Chance would block anyone who poked fun at him or said anything negative about the album. With the influx of hate, he responded with extreme measures. I'm getting this crazy feeling that people want me to end it. These desperate tweets combined with his lazy
Jesus, dude. I don't think people want you to end it just because you made an album about you loving your wife and they didn't like it, man.
album would lead to him
That escalated really quickly. Yeah, dude.
canceling his 32-city arena tour, saying that he was instead going to focus on spending time with his family, which again sounds understandable, but it was a lie. The tour was actually canceled due to, quote, historically low ticket sales. According to his now ex-manager Pat Corcoran, Chance fired his manager, then blamed him for fan disappointment in the big day and underwhelming fan support for its associated tour.
Damn, bro.
Corcoran would go on to file a lawsuit in November of 2020 against Chance the Rapper for breach of contract, stating that he is owed over $2.5 million in reimbursed expenses for supporting and promoting Chance's career, an additional $3 million for unpaid commissions, and 15% of Chance's net profit across all business earnings. The lawsuit also revealed that Chance started working on his album in February
Bro, I hate mustaches like that. Mustaches, well, the beard's fine, or the goatee, I guess, but I hate like super clean up mustaches like that. You look like a cartoon villain.
of 2019, which was only 5 months before it was
Like,
released.
where it's like perfectly shaped, you know what I mean? It just, I don't know. It reminds me of this. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of this.
His manager knew there was not enough time for the creative process that was involved in releasing an album. Chance's recording efforts were compromised by unproductive and undisciplined studio sessions, procrastination, and lackadaisical effort, which explains why there are terrible lyrics throughout this record. If you blink it, you might
Dastardly.
miss it. You gotta click
Chin
it.
straps are the worst, especially, wait, hold on. Is there one where it's just a chin strap? Chin strap, beard. It's not that bad. Okay, this is fucking weird. This is fucking weird for sure. Nah, pencil mustaches are clean. This is fucking weird, where it's just like, you got like a beard outline. I mean, this doesn't look that bad. This looks crazy. This looks crazy for sure. There's definitely some bad ones out there though. Okay, this is crazy. This is just fake. This would be amazing if this was real. You guys can't see it. Sorry, little tangent there.
Ticket. Life is short as a midget, but mine's a little LeBron. And how could we forget
Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly with a peanut butter jelly. Y'all ain't ready for the jelly, it'll break y'all back.
Chance let his own ego squander his career.
Fucking terrible. Fucking awful, man.
He couldn't just admit that he made his fans wait 3 years for a bad album that was rushed out in 5 months. And the way he responded to them on Twitter was
Just eat a dick though. I don't know. He's got bars when it comes to the tweets, man. Maybe you should just like take his tweets and turn them into lyrics.
just childish. From here, all his hype died. On the other hand, if he stepped out of the limelight to genuinely focus on his family, that's respectable. Maybe that's something we should celebrate rather than see as a downfall. But Chance wasn't the only rapper whose Twitter fingers started their downfall.
Dude, this guy's eyes, he's got one eye on us and one eye on the bag.
In the case of OG Mako, he pretty much forced everyone to hate him because of his tweets. In 2014, OG Mako had a ton of
Wait, what's going on? His eyes are fine here.
momentum after his song You Guessed It went viral on Vine. This track was unlike anything we had ever
Keeps
heard at
an eye
the
to the
time.
streets.
Before mumble rap took over, we had OG Mako screaming insane ad-libs over the most simplistic, hard-hitting trap beat. He had a dark,
I get it though, cause wife fine. All right, keep it in the pants, man.
more rock-like aesthetic and even called himself not a rapper, rock star. The song reached number 90 on the Billboard Hot 100, and he could even be credited with inspiring many rappers after him. It definitely inspired Keith Ape, who just released a track called Itji Ma that sounded suspiciously similar. Just listen to them at the same time. OG Mako tweeted, "I'm aware of the Koreans that mocked me and took my sauce. I'm not impressed. I'm not inspired. I think it's kinda lame."
Piano riff cracks me up every time. Hey, dude, that's Beethoven, all right? You can shut up. How you feel about Rick Rubin, though? I think he's low-key a DJ Khaled. You know what? You want to know why people dislike Khaled, but they praise Rubin? It's really the attitude. I think if DJ Khaled was more humble, people would probably not look like that. So act like that about him. Look like that. What the fuck am I saying? People would not like act like that about him. Rubin is not a meme, though. Yeah.
Each his own. Mako even accused Beyonce of stealing from him and her 7-Eleven
Yeah,
music
Rubin will tell you
video.
flat out
If
can't
you look
make
at them side by side,
The
he may
difference
have
is like Rubin doesn't really put his foot in his mouth the same way. You know, DJ Khaled is just like his ego is probably the biggest thing that makes him so unlikable.
a point, but Mako was developing a reputation of a bitter, egotistical rapper who complains on the internet. He randomly took shots at his collaborators and label mates, the Migos. Mako
West
felt the
Coast
need to
Migo.
tell everyone that Skippa da Flippa invented the dab dance that the Migos were using in the song song Pipe It Up, to which the Migos replied, "To flip a man is Migo family. OG Mako, let's see you set a trend." Then Mako said, "Half the rap game."
Bro, that shit's hilarious, man. This time was really funny. It was just funny how people were unironically using hashtags like that. Hashtag rookie. Oh, you dissed him with the hashtag. Oh my God. Career over, man.
It's Migo family. OG Mako, let's see you set a trend. Then Mako said, "Half the rap game has already bit one of my flows or ad-libs. Let me see them album sales." Meanwhile, OG Mako has never had a gold album, let alone the dozens of platinum records the Migos have. Then he went after Lil Uzi when XXL tweeted, "Lil Uzi is rap's newest rock star." He tweeted, "Dudes don't just become rock stars. Somebody gotta show you the way. Stop playing with my name," with a picture of Uzi at an OG Mako show on stage behind him. Then Academic said, "You paved the way for Uzi?" Then Mako replied with dozens of tweets over the next hour trying to explain why he is so influential and Uzi was stealing his sauce.
Yeah, it's just, dude, this is just like a huge turnoff, man. Just like be grateful that people are influenced by you. You can't just like bash people to death into like being like, no, they're influenced by me. Like it just, if you keep doing that, it just like comes across as like, I don't know. It's just too much, man.
He also randomly took shots at Future. I love Future, but I also understand
Public has to decide that. They're not just going to trust you.
Future has destroyed countless lives by making it cool.
You can absolutely bash people. Yeah, I know my wording there was kind of There's so many people who do this in the funk community. It's fucking exhausting. True.
Be a drug addict. People looking up to loser attitudes because this generation is afraid to strive for anything. It's y'all's fault all this lame ass is possible. Again,
Kind of curious what his Twitter's looking like right now. 1 second here. Let's see. Seems like he's chilling out. Oh wait, never mind. I don't know. Doesn't seem like he's doing it as much now.
he may have a point here, but fans reply.
Won't the narrator say the N-word while reading the tweets? Oh, you know why. He's white, dude. I ain't doing that either, man.
To Mako calling him a hypocrite since he raps about the same stuff, but Mako claimed he was dumbing down his music to blow up. You guessed it was not luck. It wasn't an accident. I made the dumbest song I possibly could on a beat full of bass and knew it would blow. I manipulated over 40 million minds and counting based on the exact same principles that I'm preaching. Who's more qualified to say this? Now, Mako has always made more conscious, focused music with substantial lyrics.
Like Jason, Michael, Freddie, and Idi Amin. After your civil syllable war, niggas should have been prepped before.
But a lot of his music was just mediocre, boring trap.
Get the cat, get the cat. Get the bag, get the bag. Ay, get the cat, get the cat.
Also, if he claims to be such a genius, why wasn't he able to do it again? During his brief moment of popularity, Mako consistently released music on SoundCloud, but nothing sounded anywhere near as innovative, fun, or interesting as you guessed it. His downfall was easily due to dissing rappers for absolutely no reason, non-stop complaining on Twitter, and trying so hard to take credit for the success of anyone else. Was he an innovator? Absolutely. But he spent too much time talking about how influential he was on Twitter rather than trying to create a legacy to maintain his career. But what happens?
What's interesting to me about this is like kind of the opposite of Little Richard. I was actually watching a documentary about him last night, bro. I was tripping because I didn't know like how like whitewashed his legacy was. Dude, people, oh man, it's crazy.
When the reason a rapper
he got paid like nothing too.
blows up is the same exact reason why they had a downfall. On July 26th, 2016, just a few weeks after his 16th birthday, SoundCloud rapper Tay-K and 5 others conspired to rob a 17-year-old drug dealer, Zachary Belote. The crew broke into the house around 10 p.m., and the robbery went wrong, which led to the drug dealer's friend and roommate, Ethan Walker, being fatally shot. Tay-K admitted during the police interrogation that he was not the shooter, but was there looking for drugs and money. He had been released from custody pending the trial and was placed on house arrest with an ankle monitor. For the next 7 months, Tay-K sat in his room, making music, releasing it on SoundCloud.
Bro, these like to view ratios are sus, man. Wait, where is it? 100K views, 700 likes. That is way off, man.
On SoundCloud and built up a following. With no money
at
for
least like 3,000 or 4,000 for 100K.
a lawyer and quickly approaching the hearing for the murder, Tay-K infamously tweeted that he was tired of house arrest and the police were going to have to hunt him down. While on the run from the police, Tay-K was very active on social media. Fans posted pictures and videos of him in public. But Tay-K and his friends were desperate for money. He robbed a 65-year-old man named Skip Pepe at gunpoint in Arlington's Craven Park. He then attempted to rob a cameraman named Mark Anthony Saldivar in a Chick-fil-A parking lot. Mark began screaming for help as he tried to escape. Then Tay-K hit him with the car before getting out, fatally shooting him and driving off. San Antonio police connected Tay-K to the murder due to surveillance footage and posted wanted signs around the city. Tay-K saw this as a marketing opportunity. posting pictures and videos with the wanted
The Little Richard documentary I watched made me cry. Was it the one on HBO?
sign. He then dropped a song called The Race on SoundCloud, which essentially told the story of him being a fugitive, robbing and killing people while on the run
Damn,
from
I didn't know about all this background story with him.
the police.
He's a piece of shit.
After filming and releasing the music video to The Race, Tay-K was captured by U.S. Marshals in Elizabeth, New Jersey. The shockingly true story led to the 17-year-old exploding in virality. The Race secured hundreds of millions of views on YouTube, reached number 44 on the Billboard Hot 100, and hashtag Free Tay-K became a movement supported by some of the biggest rappers in the game. He even signed a $700,000 record deal, but none of it mattered because he was behind bars. And in 2019, he was given a 55-year sentence after being found guilty of murder and 3 counts of aggravated robbery. Obviously, Tay-K's downfall could have been prevented if he simply did not commit these heinous acts. But as bad as it sounds, none of us would even know about him if he didn't actually rob and murder people, then make songs about it while mocking the police on the run from the law. Rap fans glamorize this type of behavior
Yeah, that's
because
so
the
young
music
there.
is, a lot of the time, violent and derogatory. So if you're gonna rap about
Yeah, that
it,
was,
fans want you to be
great
about it.
marketing,
But the fans won't be the ones
I mean,
sitting
like, you can't even enjoy your success.
in the jail cell. Pooh Shiesty is an example of someone who was heavily rewarded for his violent music. His song Back in Blood featuring Lil Durk was essentially a song about killing your enemies. This track would reach number 37 on the Billboard Hot 100 and secured himself as a promising new talent in hip-hop. But at this peak of his new career, he got arrested. Pooh Shiesty and his crew were at the King of Diamonds strip club in Miami, Florida. Allegedly, Shiesty had money taken from him, which led to major commotion in the club. Security acted accordingly and escorted Pooh Shiesty out of the club, but he forced his way back into the club and accidentally fired a handgun at a working security guard. Pooh Shiesty turned himself in on June 8th, 2021, and had his hearing the following day, where he would be denied bond. He would later be sentenced to 5 years and 3 months in prison on April 20th, 2022. He could have easily just left the club and let others go handle the money situation, but maybe he felt the need to live up to his Back in Blood lyrics. I got my own fire, don't need security in the club. If you haven't noticed, rappers and shootings seem to be a very common trend that leads to their downfall. Tory Lanez is no different. However, many people still question if he is actually guilty of
Yeah, I
being
agree.
a
It's
shooter.
depressing.
In 2020, Tory Lanez was at the peak of his career. His feature on Jack Harlow's What's Poppin' reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 while objectively being the best verse. His album, The New Toronto 3, debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200. He broke the record for the
This one's gotta be one of the dumbest ones.
most live viewers in an Instagram Live during his quarantine radio show during the pandemic. However, on July 12, 2020, he was arrested on a felony gun charge while out with Megan Thee Stallion after attending a small party at Kylie Jenner's
Shot her in the
house.
foot.
Public was also informed that Megan had cut her foot on broken glass. Then 3 days later, she changed her story to say that she was shot in the foot. Then 1 month later, she said this.
Yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit. Stop lying.
Social media immediately took Megan's side. Tory remained silent about the allegations, but
What do you guys
responded with
think? I
lyrics
think
on
she's
his
telling the
album
truth.
Daystar.
I think she said it. She got her foot cut on glass because she just like didn't want to like snitch or whatever. But no, I think she's telling the truth.
You get shot in your foot and don't hit no bones or tendons. How the fuck your team is trying to paint me as a whole menace. Delusional, like how that 1942 from Kylie House still got you talking crazy, as well as also rapping about why he hasn't been nearly as vocal as Meg. Think I'm finna talk about an open case for some likes? Tory Lanez was charged with 1 count of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and 1 count of carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in October of 2020. Although Tory claimed he was being blackballed by the music industry, his career continued to thrive. He released 4 albums independently, which would all garner
Undisciplined.
hundreds of millions of streams. He received praise from LeBron James as well as dozens of other mainstream acts. Fans believed if it wasn't for this case, he would have been toe-to-toe with the biggest rappers in the game.
I don't know if he'd be on Drake's level. Not that I hate that I have to like constantly like clear this up. Not that Drake's like the best, but I mean I'm just talking about like popularity wise.
Once we finally got the information from this trial, we would end up with more questions than answers. On July 12, 2020, Tory Lanez, his bodyguard Megan Thee Stallion, and her friend Kelsey Harris were attending a small gathering at Kylie Jenner's house. Megan testified that she lied to the police about the glass, lied to doctors, and basically lied about the entire situation out of fear. Her news story was pretty simple. She said that they had an argument, she exited the car, Tory leaned out of the passenger side door, said, "Dance, bitch," and shot her from 25 feet away in the back of the foot. Then Tori ran up to her apologizing, and she got back into the car so they could give her a ride home. The cops arrived when the neighbors reported the gunshots. Tori chose not to testify and defend himself,
He had to have done that. Like, so they heard gunshots. She's saying she got shot in the foot.
which he would later regret. Kelsey, Meg's friend, testified that Tori was trying to hook up with Kylie Jenner and Meg tried to convince him to leave the house. Meg was upset that Tori didn't want to leave, so she got into the car with Kelsey and drove almost all the way home before realizing she forgot her slipper and went back to Kylie's. They grabbed Tori the second time after Kylie
What is that? What do you put slipper in quotes for?
slipper and went back to Kylie's. They grabbed Tori the second time after
What? So she grabbed her slipper? Like, what? Did she not grab her slipper? Like, I don't understand.
Kylie allegedly told them to leave. In the car is when Tori admitted that he and Megan had been in a romantic relationship. Kelsey was shocked because Megan was the one who hooked up Tori and Kelsey in the first place. Kelsey also admitted that this was not the first time Meg had backdoored her when it came to men. Now we have a love triangle, and this is how the argument started.
Okay, backdoor is hilarious.
But Kelsey pleaded the fifth when it came to
It means it
speaking
went back there for other reasons. I got that.
about anything regarding the gun or shooting. The government offered her immunity, so she couldn't be charged with any crime even if she admitted to it. She still refused to speak. There was one witness, Sean
Sweaty over there, Jesus.
Kelly, who saw the altercation from his balcony after being awoken by the arguing. Sean said he witnessed Kelsey get out from the back seat, open the front passenger door, and start physically fighting Megan in the front seat. He also said that the muzzle flash from the
Motherfuckers
gun
get rich
was
just to
closest
relive
to
middle
Kelsey.
school.
Much of his testimony was ignored because he couldn't identify the people by name since it was dark. He only said big man, small man, and two women. Nobody
You
admitted
just say
to hearing the
Strath and
words
Calabasas.
dance bitch besides Megan. There was gunshot residue on Kelsey's hands and Tori's hands. Also after this night, Kelsey and Megan stopped being friends after being
Gunshot residue too. Like, it's
best
come on.
friends for 7 years. When Tori was initially jailed, he called Kelsey and apologized multiple times to her. I know she's probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again, but bruh, I just want you to know, I was just so drunk. I don't even know what was going on. I'd never do some like that. Regardless, that's not gonna make anything right, and that's not gonna make my actions right. But I'm deeply sorry for that. I never even moved like that at all. People speculated Tori was apologizing for sleeping with both of the women and causing chaos. Others see this as an obvious admission of shooting the gun. Some people think it was Kelsey who was angry and shot Megan. Some people think Megan was the one who accidentally shot her own foot. Some people think that Kelsey pleading the fifth was her attempt to try to save both of them. But at the end of the day, the jury decided he was guilty. And because of that, Tori was sentenced to 10 years in prison.
Wow, that was kind of an abrupt ending.
The Band Incorporated.